Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Insane Witch, and this is the video for the world event. So, world event, bets in the Belfry. First, I want to apologize for not putting the timestamps on the teams on last week's event. Journey. Was Journey? Yes. I forgot. As I said, I have been very busy, and when I remembered, it was already Saturday night, and there was no point in doing that then. So I am sorry for not putting the timestamps on the teams, but today I am going to put. So this event is one of the easiest events we have for guild. The only thing we have to buy is go to the shop and buy minimum, I think, tier 3 or 4 to collect a medal, and you can also collect all the rewards that your guild already made, and you also get tokens to get medals, so that will give you a little boost also. Not a medal, but it will give you badges, and if you buy on the shop, I think tier 3 or tier 4 will give you a medal, so which is very good and very useful for this event, because where is it? Where does it say? It does not say. It's not here. Okay. So I am going to buy easy buy button as always. Yes, easy buy button. No mythics, which is a shame. And I did get 18 tokens of darkness. So let's equip our medals and our badges. Now let's go back and go to our medals and equip our medals of darkness. I have 1, 2, and do I have a badge? Yes, I do have a badge. If you don't have a badge, you can always use an Aisha or Anu. It's better because it will it's better because it will give you 20% starting mana. So you can use Medal of Darkness and 1 Anu and a badge, or 2 Anus. No, or 1 Anu, 1 Aisha. Or if you don't have Naishas, you can use 1 Anu and 1 Medal of Aranea. Yes, so medals. I have 2 medals of darkness and 1 badge, and that's what I am going to use. Okay, so bets in the Belfry. So this is the event that we have to do by level of battles. So let's see the notes and see. So there are 6 battles that players can encounter during the event. Icy Doombat, Venomous Doombat, Fairy Doombat, Cave Doombat, and Dark Doombat, and then Crimson Bat. So many bats and Doombat. And Crimson Bat. The battles are randomly chosen, but they all have an equal chance of appearing in the match. So no levels for battles. So do some battles first and then appears others. So no levels of that sort. Then scoring. you can find the following rewards for each of the different battles you may encounter. So let me I don't okay. Okay, just a second. Okay, so we do not have mythic fights on this event. We have only epic fights and one legendary fight per se. I'm saying this by color, so all the battles will be purple, only one is orange. So Icy Doombat, Venomous Doombat, Fairy Doombat, Cave Doombat and Dark Doombat are all epic or purple, and they all give you 2 Doombat Wings. Only Crimson Bat, which is the legendary fight or orange, will give you 4 Doom Wings. So always choose Crimson Bat when you see him. The rest is all the same. So each Doombat Wing is worth 5 points. Battles will drop a variable number of Doom Wings on an average about 1.18 times the base amount. As battles against Crimson Bat get harder, they will increase the amount of Doombat Wings it gives by 25%. So all the purple ones are the same, although they do have an average of a variable number. But if you have Crimson Bat, always choose the hardest battle. So it's only one, so yeah, always choose Crimson Bat, and as it apparently it will only appear one time on the screen. There will not be 2 Crimson Bat battles, each one with a level. It will only be 1 Crimson Bat battle, and as you increase it, the amount of Doombat Wings will increase by 25%. So these are the battles. It's a very simple scoring point board this week, so the points are very straightforward. Any other of the purple ones, and as you see, Crimson Bat, which is the orange one, always choose Crimson Bat first before the others. So yeah, that's it for the event. Now regarding the purple fights, if you have like here 2 Dark Doombats, and one is at level 30 and then the other is at level 10, always choose the lowest one. It will be easier, and the amount of rewards will be the same. Okay, that being said, I have my medals upgraded. My medals equipped, and you have to use these medals because they will give you 160% more of spell damage for all troops in the current event. So it's only spell, not skulls. Okay, so only spell damage. So don't forget to equip your medals, and let's go to the battles, show you some teams. Let me just grab the first team. I do have a bunch of them to show. So first team, where is my thingy? It's here. Okay. It doesn't matter what you choose, they all give the same, so let's go there already. Manage and paste. So we have X of Leeching, that will deal a number of damage to an enemy boosted by Gulvania allies, then create a mix of 6 red and purple gems for each Gulvania ally. We are using Titan on this one, the class is Titan. Then we have Nosferatu, that will deal a number of true damage to an enemy, deal double damage if there is a dark storm, then transform into either an umber wolf or a bat swarm. And gain 4 life when an enemy dies, cannot be targeted by spells unless there are no other targets, and he has immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark. Also we are using Titan because of the 50% mana start for the hero. And then we have Bat Swarm, that will deal a number of true damage to all enemies, transforms into a Nosferatu. Okay. Immunity to silence, gain 4 life when an enemy dies and cannot be targeted by spells unless there are no other targets. And Banshee, that will deal a number of damage to an enemy and transform all blue gems to red to boost the effect and gain a number of souls. Traits: gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches, immune to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark, and gain 1 magic for each yellow ally. So this is the first team. Let's go to battle. Okay, so let's see, assess and see. You will transform into a thing or a thing. You will transform into one of those things. And you deal damage to an enemy. Okay, so this team will always be transforming. Okay, let's let's cast Bat Swarm, and everybody is dead for the early stages. It's good, it's a very good team. So let's fight again, it doesn't matter. The points, and we have a birdie. Always be very careful, don't let the birdies fly away. So let's cast Axe of Leeching on the birdie. First thing to kill is the birdie. And let's cast Nosferatu. And now we cast Bat Swarm. So those two troops will always be transforming on each other. And okay, I am going to grab another team now and show another team because I do have a bunch of them. So next team, what do we have? Let's change, manage and paste. Now we have Crypt Keeper, that will dead mark an enemy, deal one number sorry a number of true damage to all enemies below them. So you will cast it on one enemy and all the other enemies will suffer damage, true damage of that number, to all enemies below them, boosted by enemy dead mark. So the more dead marks there are, the better. We are using Dead Knight now. Because of Dead Mark and because of the Ghost Queen also. Okay, we have that claw. It is a very good epic troop that will steal a number of life from an enemy boosted by undead allies and then explode 3 purple gems. So first rate immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark, and gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches. So this was a journey troop, so the last trait is, it's not important here because this is not journey. And then we have Vlad the Unstated, which is also a very good troop, and that claw and Vlad the Unstated complement each other, so they work really well together. Vlad the Unsated will steal a number of life from an enemy boosted by my life, and gain 4 life when an enemy dies, immune to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark, and will gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches. And then we have the Ghost Queen that will steal 7 mana from an enemy, then steal a number of life boosted by purple gems, and all undead allies start with 50% mana. So all undead gain 2 life, immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark, and all undead allies will start with 50% mana. So we are using Dead Knight, so the hero can be undead and start with 50% mana also. So let's go to battle. Do 2 battles with this team and then jump to the next one, because Insane Witch did make 10 teams for me to show you. Okay, and we can cast Vlad the Unstated and on you, so this team can go far. The higher the level, it will become a little bit more difficult, but it is a good team, and if you don't have any other options, it can work, because the more life they steal, the more damage they will do. That claw, yes, it steals life, and Vlad, it's based on my life, so boosted by my life, so more life, more damage, so this team can go far. And I really like the synergy of these 2 troops. Okay, and let's cast that claw. Let's cast Vlad, and let's cast the weapon, and we are done. Okay, next team. Yes, next team. Okay, next team. So as you can see, it doesn't matter what you choose, we only have purples, and if you only have purples on the screen, always choose the low level battle. So paste, and now we have Morton's Shite that will deal a number of damage to all enemies. If an enemy dies, create 7 skulls. This part I'm not very fond of, because it can be kind of bad. But we are using Sun Spear. So Sun Spear, yes, for the red Sun Spear, the red storm, what's it called? Fires, because of what? Yes, because of the firestorm at the start of every turn. And it will entangle the first opponent. Okay, And then we have Bloodfang, that will deal a number of true damage to the first two enemies. There is a cumulative 25% chance for each lycanthropy gem on the board. What? There is a cumulative 25% chance for each lycanthropy gem on the board to also inflict 4 stacks of bleed. Okay. Oh boy. My brain is not computing. That was hard to understand. I'm sorry if sometimes I do try to help, but sometimes I think I make things worse. Okay, traits. All enemies lose 2 random skill points, 20% chance to dodge skull damage, and create a lycanthropy gem when my turn begins. Okay. Okay. Where a bet? Steal a number of life from an enemy. Inflict dead mark on a random enemy for each lycanthropy gem on the board. And traits, we have all allied beasts gain 2 life, gain 4 life when an enemy dies, and 50% chance to convert a purple gem to a lycanthropy gem at the start of my turn. And then we have Vargul. Oh boy. Vargul. I'm sorry. Vargul. I think that's it. Vargul. That will explode 4 random gems. Stun an enemy if the enemy is divine, steal 8 life. I don't think we will encounter divine enemies, but it's here to explode random gems and stun an enemy. Then he will deal double skull damage versus divine. Again, this one is not important because he is on the last slot. This would only be important if he was on the first spot. But you do have to trade the first one to get to the other two. So gain 4 life when an enemy dies, and immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy, and dead mark. Let's go to battle. Oh boy, Vargul. Oh my god, I think Insane Witch sometimes does the teams on purpose with very difficult names for me to say, because he knows I struggle to say some names. Now I'm sad. Okay, okay, what do we want? Purples, reds, greens, browns, purples. So let's do some skulls. And some reds. What you do? Throw damage. Let's go. You'll throw damage. And purples. Oh my god, the board is so bright. Oh my god. What is this? Deal damage to all enemies. So cast. And let's do another fight with this one. Let's go to the Cave Doombat, just to be a little bit different. And we have a birdie. Don't let the birdies fly away. And some reds, match 4. What else? What else? Nothing else. So let's do some purples. And let's cast Mortani's Shite. And finish the battle. So this is this team, the third team. It can go a bit far also. but my favorite one is the second one, the one with Doomclaw and Vlad. For now, that's my favorite one. I really like those two troops. Okie doke, so now we are going to fight Crimson Bat, because this one gives us more points, and I am going to grab the next team. So before I go to the next team, let me just point one thing. So I have been informed that Vargul is here because it's to get mana, although I did not need to use it, but this is still early stages. As you go, you will need to use it. But Vargul is here because he will not be mana block by any color, so you can do green and fill Vargul, get mana for Vargul, and the other option would be block. So Vargul is here to create mana. It's a mana generator and it's not blocked because you can get mana for him on the greens. That being said, now let's go for the next team. No, don't go away. Next team. Okay, next team, and now we are going to fight Crimson Bat. It's the one that gives you most points and will only appear one time on the board. There will not be two fights at the same time with Crimson Bat. So manage and paste. So now we have, what's your name? Shatter Flask, that will steal a number of life from the first enemy and create 7 blue gems. We are using Dead Knight, will dead mark all enemies. So, and because it's undead and it's because of the Ghost Queen. Okay, forget what I said. So Shatter Flask will steal a number of life from the first enemies and create 7 blue gems. And we are using Dead Knight because of the 50% mana start of the Ghost Queen, because she will give undead 50% mana start to all undead. So scratch what I said about Dead Mark, because this will only happen if the hero dies. So forget that. It does help have immunity to Dead Mark and allied undead gain 2 life, but the third one, forget about that. But in case that happens, it's always good to Dead Mark every enemy, but scratch that one. So Crimson Bat now will deal a number of true damage to all enemies and gain 16 life. Deals double skull damage versus Divine. Again, this one is only important when Crimson Bat is in first place, because here he will not do skull damage. And but for the other traits you do need to get the first one done. So second one, immune to poison, disease, lycanthropy and Dead Mark. And third one, deal double skull damage versus wounded enemies. Again, this one, it's the same of the first one. It's only important when Crimson Bat is in first place, but it's always nice to put all the traits on the troops. So Bat Swarm, that will deal a number of true damage to all enemies and transform into a Nosferatu. Immunity to silence, gain 4 life when an enemy dies and cannot be targeted by spells unless there are no other targets. And the Ghost Queen, that will steal mana from an enemy, then steal a number of life, boosted by purple gems. And allied undead gain 2 life, immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy and Dead Mark, and all undead allies start with 50% mana. So let's go to battle. To battle. Okay. So, steal life. So let's steal some life. And to all enemies, so let's cast Crimson Bat. On the early stages, this is a very easy event, at least for me. And we are going to fight Crimson Bat again, so as you can see, it will only appear one Crimson Bat on the screen. And this one, it doesn't matter, but the higher the level, the better the rewards. The better the rewards. My English is so bad, oh my god. So let's do another battle with this team. As you progress with these teams, as the levels go higher, you will have to cast one, twice or thrice the troop to get the enemies killed, but they all do the job. Okay, so, and we are going to jump to another team. Okay, another team. Let's grab another team. Okay, next team. So okay, now we have two fairy Doombat bats. One is at level 20, one is at level 10. In this case, we will always choose the lowest level battle because the rewards are the same. So edit, manage and paste. And now we have that knell that will deal damage to the weakest enemy and gain an extra turn. So always a free hit with this one, a free turn, a free play. And we are using again Dead Knight. Scratch this one. These two traits on the class are good. This one is also good, but not very important because we never want to die. But in case that happens, it's always good to mark all the enemies. So, oh my god, Vargul again. Explodes for random gems, stun an enemy if the enemy is divine, still 8 life. Don't think that matters because there are no divines. This one is not important also, but in this case you do have to trade the first one to get to the other two. Gain 4 life when an enemy dies, immune to poison, disease and lycanthropy and dead mark. These two are good. The first one only if he is in first position and battling against divine. Also, yes, it's the mana generator and it is not blocked in any color. It is on red, but you can get greenish. The other option would be Flash Golem, but Flash Golem would be mana block in every way, so on reds and purples, and that's why Vargul is here. It's the other best option. Okay, so now we have Dark Knights that will destroy a column, drain 4 mana from the first enemy for every purple gem destroyed, and will gain barrier. Then again, this one is not important because we are not attacking a Delph. You can get Dark Knight on the Dark Court Delph by opening Chaos Shards, so it's easier to get this troop. But to get to the other two, you will need to do the first trade. So reduce damage from skulls by 25% and inflict dead mark when doing skull damage. Okay. And the next one, oh my god. Oh my, Liana, Liananshid. Side. Leonon Side. It's from Dark Court also. You can get it by opening the purple, the Chaos Shard on the Delph Dark Court. She will drain all mana from an enemy, deal 25 damage to them and all enemies above them. So, deal from an enemy and deal a number of damage to them and all enemies above. So always cast on the last troop. Okay, damage to them all. Okay, all enemies above and boosted by mana drain. Again, 5 magic when attacking delves, doesn't matter, but again, to get to the other 2 traits you do have to get the first one. Reduce damage from the spells by 25% and steal 2 magic from the first enemy when matching 4 or more gems. So let's go to battle. And if you are going to cast Liana, Shashid, whatever her name is, oh my god, it does this on purpose. It has to be. So if you are going to cast Liana Shid, you will always cast her on the last troop so she can deal damage to everybody up. And now we are going to cast that Knell and do some reds and oh my god, it's so hot. Okay, some reds again and let's cast that Knell again. Again, this is still early stages, but as you progress you will need to cast Vargul. And now we are going to choose Crimson Bat and let's fight with this team again. And we get another bird. We want red. We do not have greens. Now let's do some skulls. Let's cast that Knell. And what a bad board. And let's cast Vargul for once. Select an enemy. And now destroys. And now let's cast Leonon. Oh my god. Leonon Shade. And cast it always on the last enemy, so she can do damage to the ones above. Okay, let's grab next team. So next team, okay, a little bit more low level, thank you very much. Manage and paste, and paste. Okay, now we have Axe of Leeching that will deal a number of damage to an enemy boosted by Gulvania allies, then create a mix of 6 red and purple gems for each Gulvania ally. We are using Dead Knight, again because of undead. Again Vargul. Morton is darkness, so she will steal a number of life from 4 random enemies and can summon a Morton his will. She has traits: gain 50% bonus souls from battle, immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark, and create an Uberdoom skull when my turn begins. And we have Dead Claw that will steal life from an enemy boosted by undead allies, then explode 3 purple gems. Immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy, dead mark, and gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches. The third one is not important because this is not journey. So yeah, this is the next team, so let's go to battle. My opinion for this event is that teams that have troops that will still live are the best ones, and they can go a little bit further. So if you have Dead Claw and Vlad the Unsated, you can use that team. Unsated, Vlad the Unsated, unstated. I'm confused now. So let's steal some life. And the teams that have troops that still live are the ones that can go a little bit further. I do like to show a bunch of options so you can see what you can use. I do like to showcase as many troops as I can, but there are some that are better than others. So life stealing is the way to go with this event. They will work better and they can go a little bit further. This one has a mythic already, so for more high levels further down the road. But if you still don't have more Mortanis, you can still use Dead Claw with Vlad the Unsated. Okay, now what do we want to do? Greens, browns. Okay, browns. And create a mix. So let's cast Axe of Leeching on the birdie for the birdie to not fly away, and let's cast Mortanis. So yeah, this is one of the teams for high levels now, and now let's grab the next one. Okay, Crimson Bat now, because this one will give us the most points. As you can see, he only appears once and every so often. So let's change teams now, and now we have Draculish, which is another mythic that will steal life from all enemies. We are not using nothing here. So he has immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy, and dead mark. Reduce damage from skulls by 25% and gain 8 life when I deal skull damage. So this is Mortanis, Draculis, very good mythics. Mortanis first, Draculis second. Then we have Doomshite. It is a good Doom weapon also. That will deal a number of damage to all enemies, +1 per tempering level, and convert yellow gems to Doom skulls. If the enemy has a Doom, creates 5 more, so that will not be applied here. So this is a good Doom weapon, but there are better, because there are Doom weapons that will give you +4 per tempering level. So yeah, if you have the at level 10 upgraded, you will get a +10 damage. So I was thinking what I wanted to say. Okay, Allied Undead, so Dead Knight again, because Allied Undead. And that Claw, that will steal life, and the Ghost Queen, that will steal 7 mana from an enemy, and then steal a number of life boosted by purple gems. And all undead allies start mana with 50% mana. So undead. Let's go to battle. Okay, and as I bought tier 6, all the explosions, I have already everything with mana, so I am going to cast Draculis and the battle is done. So And now we are going to cave Doombat because it's the lowest one on the level of battle, and do another battle. And yeah, not so lucky now, but sometimes we do get lucky and everybody gets mana with the explosions. And now we want blues, and basically you want to get mana for Draculis and cast Draculis just in case of difficult battles, or if Draculis dies you can cast Doomed Shite or Dead Claw. Okay, next team. So next team, Fairy Doombat. Always choose on the purple battles, always choose the low level battles. It doesn't matter if you go high, so it's preferable to go low. And edit, manage and paste. I am sorry if you are reading my kitty cat, but she really likes to show off when I'm doing videos. So this one we have the Gemini that will steal life from the two weakest enemies and then inflict curse and 3 stacks of bleed on them, and reduce damage from spells by 25%, immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark, and give 8 life to all purple allies when matching purple gems. So this is the best troop for the kingdom, Govania. So first one Mortanish, second Draculis, third the Gemini. And then we have Axe of Leeching, because it will deal damage to an enemy, boosted by Govania allies, and also creates a mix of 6 red and purple gems for each Govania ally. We are using Dead Knight because undead. Corpse Mare that will destroy a row, steal a number of life from the first enemy, boosted by skulls, destroyed. So first rate here is not important, but again, to get to the other two you do need to trade the first one. Immunity to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark, and will gain bonus blue mana from blue gem matches. And we have the Ghost Queen for the 50% start mana, 50% mana start on all undead allies. So let's go to battle. Do 2 battles with this one, and I do have 2 more teams, so almost there. 2 more teams to show. Okay, now what do we want? Do we have purples, yellows or reds? No. So browns it is. And now we have mana, and we can cast Gemini, and the 2 weakest enemies are dead, and we can cast the weapon now and kill another one. And now we can cast Corpse Mare to kill, boosted by skulls. Oh no, it's not skulls, it's yellows. It doesn't matter at this point, or for me still at this point it does not matter. But further down the road it will matter, because every boost is a little boost. So Corpse Mare, yes, it's boosted by skulls, destroyed. I was right, skulls. Yellow is another troop. So let's do another battle. And we have a birdie. Always try to take care of the birdie first, for the birdie to not run away. We do not want birdies to run away. And skulls, and we are done. By the end of the week, the battles will not be that easy. or in the middle of the week. It depends at what level you play and how far you can go. But yes, as you progress, the battles will not be this easy. Okay, so one team more, let's go. Okay, so lower level battle, you paste and paste. So now we have trick and treat, that it's a very it's a good weapon. It's like Essence of Evil but without the mana generator, because it will not explode the board, it will not generate mana, but it will inflict all negative status effects on an enemy and grant myself a random grant myself all positive status effects. Dead Knight again, because I'm dead. Vargul for mana generate. The Grey King, the 4th mythic of Gulvania, which is also very good, especially on blue, purple and brown. Will destroy all gems of a chosen color. All allies of that color will take a number of true damage and are mana drained, silence and frozen. So the Grey King does not steal but does true damage, so it's basically the same thing. Plus it silence and freezes, and then again Ghost Queen for 50% mana start on all undead allies. So wait, and traits for the Grey King. Allied undead gain 2 armor, immune to poison, disease, lycanthropy and dead mark, and all undead allies gain 2 armor and magic when matching 4 or more gems. So let's go do a couple of battles, one couple of battles. 2 battles with this team, and then we are going to show you I am going to show you the last team for that I have for the event. Okay, let's so do some yellows, and let's cast Trick or Treat on the second troop, because the first one cannot be targeted. And now we could cast Vargul for mana, but as we have it now, so what colors you are? Purple, and you are something. Okay, so let's do some skulls and take care of the first troop. And now we are going to cast the Grey King on purple gems, and everybody is taken care of. If they would not die, they would be silenced, so it's very useful for further down the road. And now another low battle. Let's go. Low level battles. And okay, in this case I am going to cast Vargul. Let me see. Purple, and that one is the annoying one because it does not have or purple or brown, and we cannot target it yet. So let's cast Vargul and try to get some mana for the Grey King. On first troop. And now let's cast the Grey King on purple, because all the other 3 have the same, and Trick and Treat did the rest with skulls. So let's go and show you the last team. Okay, last team, and low level battle, it doesn't matter. This one, edit, manage and paste. So we have 2 mythics in this one. This is for very further down the road, when you have high levels, harder battles. So Draculis, that will steal life, we already seen it. And then Axe of Leeching again with Dead Knight because undead. Mortani's Darkness again, steals life. And the Ghost Wind for the mana start, 50% mana start on the undead. So yeah, this event is better to use life stealing troops. It will be easier that way. And we have Draculis, so we can cast Draculis. I'm still at in the point that I can do that. Further down the road I would have to do those skulls. And now let's one more fight, and this is it. We are done. I've shown you all the teams that Insane Witch worked very hard to do. We split the work. He does the teams, I show them. Okay, you can cast Draculis, and if down the road when things are more difficult, if you have Mortani's Darkness with mana, you can cast Mortani's Darkness also, plus the skulls and everything. So don't let those birdies run away, fly away in this case. And yeah, this is it. These were the teams I had to show you. I have the timestamps. I will put everything in the description. And thank you very much for watching, listening to my shenanigans, and I'll see you next time. Bye!